Yama, I'm Jack, and this is Newsbreak. Rescue efforts are underway in Morocco after the country was hit by a massive earthquake on Friday night. Here's Nat.
Here in Moulay Brahim, just south of Marrakesh, rescue crews are working hard in a race against time to find survivors. You see, late on Friday night, a 6.8 magnitude earthquake rippled out from Morocco's high Atlas Mountains. It caused widespread destruction and was felt right across the country.
The room started shaking, there's no other way. We was going backwards and forwards and everything started moving and pictures started moving.
So far, more than 2,000 people have died, making it the country's deadliest earthquake in more than 60 years, while thousands more are injured. The earthquakes also left many people homeless. Families have been sleeping on the street or in makeshift tents like these ones, either because they lost their homes or they just feel it's safer than sleeping inside because of the risk of aftershocks. But they're not alone. As rescue efforts continue, authorities are working hard to get support to people in need. And a lot of other countries are sending their own emergency workers, along with things like water, food, and other supplies to help them get through this difficult time.
If you're feeling worried or upset about that story or anything else you've seen in the news, make sure you talk to someone about it. You can also call Kids Helpline on 1800 55 1800 or check out our website. We've got some resources up there on how to deal with upsetting news. If you were in Sydney today, then things might have looked a bit smoky. You see, firefighters were catching up on some controlled burning in the city's north and south over the weekend, after a wet autumn and winter. The idea of a controlled burn is to reduce the amount of low-lying flammable material, like dry grass and twigs, before bushfire season. But all that smoke has caused a major drop in air quality across the city, with some residents being told to stay indoors and make sure all their doors and windows are shut. Now to sport, where it's been quite the day for Serbia's king of tennis. Here's Josh to fill you in. Spoiler alert, he won the US Open.
Oh yes, it's now 24 Grand Slam titles and counting for Novak Djokovic, because he's just taken out his 4th US Open win in the men's comp in straight sets against Daniil Medvedev. Crowds went wild for Coco Gauff too, who at age 19 beat world champ Aryna Sabalenka to become the youngest American US Open winner since her idol Serena Williams in 1999.
Those who thought we were putting water on my fire, you're really adding gas to it, and now I'm really burning so bright right now.
Now over to France, where the Wallabies have taken down Georgia 35-15 in their first match of the Rugby World Cup. Fullback Ben Donaldson was a standout with a whopping 25-point haul, earning him player of the match. The cup means there's going to be non-stop rugby mayhem in France until the end of October, with France, New Zealand and South Africa all expected to dominate. And finally, over to Austria, where what many call the world's most extreme team relay race has just wrapped up. Here at the 36th annual Dolometenman, 112 teams are pushed to their limits by running, paragliding, mountain biking and kayaking their way to victory. Yeah, I don't think I'd do very well in that race, yeah.
Oh, so pretty, isn't it? Oh, sorry, don't mind me. I'm just locking up all my gold because, well, it seems everyone is going for gold. First up to the Cliff Diving World Series in Mostar. Yes, I know that's a bridge, not a cliff, but it still counts. The comp sees competitors from across the globe dive into the water below, performing flips and tricks on the way down to earn points. If cliff diving isn't your thing, then how about a good old-fashioned penny farthing race? Held in England each year, competitors race on these Victorian-era bicycles that were invented back in 1871. And as for who won the race, well, I think it's fair to say the penny farthing is the real winner here. And finally, winning a race isn't the only way to get gold. Sometimes it can be found deep at the bottom of the ocean. During a deep dive mission in the Gulf of Alaska, scientists from the US discovered this mysterious golden orb, or golden egg. They're not entirely sure what it is, or whether or not it could be related to a new species. Oh, wait a second. This isn't even gold, it's chocolate. Oh, we'll see you tomorrow with more. Bye! What am I supposed to do with this? I guess I could eat it. Looks pretty old.